So the first modality we're going to talk about for strength building, the one I use the most commonly when working with individuals, is something called a 5x5. Now the 5x5 is built on the idea that you're going to do 5 repetitions with 5 minutes of rest and doing 5 sets of that cycle. But this whole entire thing actually boils down to something known as a 3x5, because you can do 3 to 5 repetitions, you can do 3 to 5 sets, and you can do 3 to 5 minutes of rest between each one of those. This all changes based on how tired you are during your training, how hard the actual skill is you're trying to do, and how much time you actually need to recuperate between one set and the next. Now, when you're doing something such as doing a pulling, let's say you're combining something together where you want to get twice as much work done and you don't want to wait 5 minutes or 3 minutes before your next set. So what you can do in that situation is you can do a complementary or opposing muscle group exercise. So for example, if I'm doing a push-up as my main exercise, I would complement that with a rowing motion going the other direction. So that way, at literally, instead of waiting 3 minutes, I can actually wait 1:30 or 90 seconds and then start doing that. By the time I'm done with that exercise, it probably would be time for me to maybe wait 30 seconds or so and then moving back over to the push-up again. So that's one way that you can complement your pushing and pulling and not have to worry about wasting any time in between. Yes, you are going to have a little bit of fatigue from one exercise to the other, even though they are opposing muscle groups, but that is one way that a lot of people do it to make it a little bit easier for you to then go through your workout a little bit more time efficient wise. But if you have the time and you want to wait the 3 to 5 minutes between each one of these, then that's perfectly okay to do as well. So just remember, a 5x5 means that you're going to have 3 to 5 repetitions of an exercise. You're going to do 3 to 5 minutes of rest between exercises, and you're going to do 3 to 5 sets of that cycle of exercise. And then if you want to, you can shorten that into 1:30 between each exercise, so long as the other exercise is a complementary one. Example, if you did a push-up, instead you're going to do a row for that complementary exercise. And that's the basic idea behind the 3x5 or the 5x5, and we're going to be using that for most of the strength gains we're going to be trying to do, whether it's the upper body, lower body, and that between.